Mystic friends and some of our intellectual scholars claim that the Sidrat al-Muntaha, mentioned in the Surah Al-Najm, is a place in the presence of Allah, and that they encountered the Messenger and Gabriel, who were both ordinary people, hereby attributing a quality of greatness. However, what is being told in the verses is a completely different story, and it has nothing to do with this world of dreams. And indeed he saw it on the next descent. Next to Sidrat al-Muntaha. Next to the paradise of Meva. At that moment, the one who covered the Sidra was covered. His sight did not waver, nor did he go astray. Necm 13-17. Sidrat cedar, a type of cedar tree found in a large area called the Levant region. Its other name is Arabian cherry. Muntaha. It is a concept used in the sense of finding the end, arrival, ending, final destination, last border, finishing place, place to be reached. Paradise, garden. Meva means shelter. In other words, the meaning that emerges is as follows: he saw it next to, under the cedar tree at the end, in the shelter next to the garden. The word translated as saw here is Rahu. Yes, you heard right. In the original verse, Ra is used, meaning the eye of God, the eye gaze of Ra, God, Allah, which we know as the eye that sees everything. Think about why this word is used instead of the words nazar or basar, which mean to look or see. In my previous videos, I said that the Quran is actually the book of Egyptian civilization. It describes the glory of Egypt and orders us to fear the Egyptian gods. You can find and watch videos about this on my profile. If we examine the previous and next verses, the word Gabriel, Jibril, is not used in the verses. I have told you before that Gabriel is not a divine, spiritual being but means a strong man, and the reason why he is considered an angel is based on verses 26-27 of Luke in the Bible. However, the concept of angel in the Quran is also related to man and his system and means a follower of orders who is subordinate to the king or owner of the kingdom. The angel, the sublime, spiritual, exalted being that we are taught, has been passed down to us from the Torah, and its usage there is Molech. Molech, the god to whom small children are offered as sacrifices. Anyway, let's not get off topic. The person mentioned here who brings the revelation is a trusted messenger, a servant of the order. He is a pilot. He comes, at regular intervals, from the throne of God, which is 50,000 human years away, to the meeting place on earth. Miraj 4 angels and knowledge ascend to him in a day whose duration is 50,000 years. When we say, it, we mean, the throne of God, and it means, the throne. According to the three major religions, the throne of God is above water. I explained this in my video, the throne, earth, heaven and hell. From celestial ships and whirlwinds the Annunaki were looking down, the landscape below scanning. All that existed in the Eden and the Abzu in ancient times was buried under the mud. Eridu, Nibruki, Cherubik, Sapar, all were gone, utterly destroyed. But the great stone platform on the Cedar Mountains shone in the sunlight. The landing place established in ancient times still stood firm. Sumerian tablets 10. I would like to draw your attention to something here. The places called Eridu, Cherubik, Sapar, Nippur are the regions within this map that I gave at the beginning of the video and are located around Babylon, Iraq, and the Euphrates River. Gods, that is, superior humanoids, came to the world after the flood and used one of the landing ramps here. I don't know how true what is written in the Sumerian tablets is, but it contains similarities with the other three holy books, and this proves to us that this place was really a cage and a place of testing. If we consider that the Sidrat tree is also found in a wide area extending along the Taurus Mountains, it is also possible that this landing place is in the Mersin, Tarsus and Antakya regions, which are of great historical importance. The excavation in Mersin may have something to do with these. So, who did the prophet meet with at this meeting place? Let's look at verses 5, 6 and 7 of the same surah. Allah can be translated as, He taught the strong force to the powerful one, and he stood towards the high horizons. In other words, God the General taught his angel, his orderly, who was a powerful but also a reliable messenger, how to pilot. With this knowledge, he began to use the sky ships. This being is described in the verses of Tekwar 19-21. The original story of the meeting with Gabriel is found in the Bible. Luke 1:19 The angel answered him, I am Gabriel, who stand in the presence of God. I was sent to speak to you and to tell you this good news. Yes friends, as you can see, there are many things that are included in Islam from the Bible and Torah. I have detailed these in my other videos. I will not go into detail now so as not to get off topic. You can find and watch the relevant videos on my profile. Let's return to the Sumerian tablets. Allelu escapes to Earth in his ship. Allelu was defeated in this fight. Anu was declared king by acclamation. While Anu was escorted to the palace by a convoy, Allelu did not return to the palace. He secretly moved away from the crowds. Like Lama, he was afraid of dying. Unbeknownst to anyone, to the place of the celestial chariots he hurried. On a missile-firing chariot Allelu climbed, the hatch behind him he closed. In the forward room he entered, in the commander's seat he took his seat. It illuminated the way, it stirred the fire stones, while a bluish glow filled the room, its hum was as enchanting as music. It animated the great cartridge of the chariot, it emitted a reddish glow. Allelu set his course for the snow-colored earth, a destination he had chosen for a secret of the beginning. Unbeknownst to anyone, Allelu in the skyship from Nibiru escaped. Sumerian Tablets 3. I have said before that the stories in the Quran and the stories on the Sumerian tablets are similar. If these Annunaki stories are completely true, then the visit stories told in the Quran, Torah and Bible are also true, and from here we can understand why the Israelites considered themselves superior. All Jews after Abraham communicated with these superior minds using some of the divine knowledge that Abraham stole from the pharaohs, and while they passed this ancient knowledge on to their own generations, ordinary people thought of them as miracles. Today, Jews still continue this collaboration and do everything they can to prevent these visitors from being exposed. Because if they are exposed, they will not remain captives in this world prison. A global uprising will occur, just like it did before in paradise. This is why Jews are considered superior to other nations. Part 1 is over. Please continue to Part 2.